Hello and welcome to Indigo Blue. My name is Jane and I'm one of the design team, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. You've joined me while we are making some paper beads. So this is one that I've done. I've literally just glued it. There's another little one here that I've done. These, I expect some of you will recognise that colour. That colour is the beautiful new Vivids, and this is the perfectly, what is it called? Perfectly precious purple, perfectly precious purple, gorgeous colour, and it's got lots of mica with it, so you get that real shine with it. This one has got the lovely new luscious halo on it. Let me show you that one. So, oops, that is the luscious pigment powder, and it's called Golden Halo. And you can see from that you get this absolutely lovely gold colour with. So you can make anything from really big, long, you can put tassels on the bottom that can go on the back of a journal or traveller's notebook or anything that you happen to be making. Or you could just put a piece of leather through it and have it as a pendant necklace. Again, this has got all sorts of different, it's got luscious on it, it's got some of the Vivids on it, and I've just sort of built it up with layers and colours in there. And then, because I didn't have any if you're a jewellery maker and you've got findings and things like that, fantastic. This is just a hair grip. And I just opened it up, popped it in there, put these on either end, which are obviously the little things that you put in when you're doing your tags, and then just used the best glue for this, which is, I've just opened it, is the super thick Slap It On. Fantastic stuff. And it's great at doing the glaze, so you can feel how sturdy that is. And also it's good for just giving that sort of when you mix it with. So I actually mixed this with, because it's a powder, you can just take a little bit of this, which is the powder, mix it with the super thick Slap It On, and then you've got a glittery glue or a coloured glue. So let me show you how I made some of these. Put those to one side. We have some amazing coloured papers, so if you want to do it with our papers, fantastic, because we've got great colours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one with I think I'm going to do another one with this one, so because I've already started with that one on there. So let me take this one, and I'm going to cut this at 1/4 of an inch. So I'm just going to take this to 1/4 of an inch, and I'm going to take it like that, so that I've got a little bit of a piece at the bottom, which is smaller than 1/4 of an inch. So then if I look at this one, I want this to be the same, says me trying to pick it up, I want this to be the same size as that. So I'm going to take this and just see, I think this is about 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to take this, and I want this to come at that sort of size. So let's do it to 1/4 of an inch. And then I'm just going to have to balance it, aren't I? Take it to come to there. And then I'm just going to take that to there. Now, every single one of these pieces you can use again. So I'm just going to take that, because that's going to come to there. That can be the next piece. So let's do it with these 3 pieces, and I'll show you this way. This gives you a fairly circular looking bead. So my go-to tool, now you can buy tools online. So you can buy paper bead making rollers, paper bead rollers online. But they're not cheap like everything. These are split pins. Now you can get them from, I got these from the local Halfords, motoring place. And you get them in little packets of about half a dozen of these big ones. And they were less than £2 or around about £2. So really, really inexpensive. I've just opened it up just a little bit. You can see on there that I've opened it so that it's easier to get it in. And then all we need to do is we're going to take the fat end. Now, I want the blue side to be showing. So I am going to take this in here like that, just up to the top. And then you can start to roll it. Now, what you want to try and do is to make sure that it's as even as you can on both sides. Okay, and not overly tight because you won't get it off. Tight enough that it'll hold, but not so tight that you won't be able to get it off of the split pin. So if you don't have split pins, you can use skewers. You can use, you could use a knitting needle, a fine knitting needle. You could use a cocktail stick. Depends how big the hole you want inside. Now, I wanted the hole inside relatively small. Now, you can see on here, if I haven't got it level, you can actually just pinch either side and it will become a little bit more level. So I'm going to take it to, pinch that again so I can get it level. So I'm going to take it so I've got about that much left. And then I'm going to take some of the super thick Slap It On, and I'm just going to put it in on here. Whoops. And then I'm going to carry on rolling it like that. And I just hold it just for a second because it's fairly thick paper. The nice thing about this as well is the fact that our papers are not non-coated means that you can paint them over the top quite easily. Okay, so, and then I just need to make sure that I can still move it. So I just give it a little wriggle so I know that I haven't got it too tight. Now we're going to take the second piece. So this piece is going to come in on here. And we're going to just put a little bit of glue on the bottom of here. Like that. And then you want to try and put it so that it comes, see where the seam is there? So you can put it where the seam is. Just sort of on this way, can't I? And then turn it round the other way. So I just want to do it where that seam is there so that then it just stays nicely. I just want to make sure that that's stuck. I can turn it round because I roll this way. You can roll towards you, away from you. Once you've done a couple, you'll realise which is the easiest way for you to do it. There is no right or wrong. Now, I started doing it with a large skewer, a metal skewer that I had, you know, one of those barbecue skewers, but I found it very tough on my hands. This I don't find tough at all because you don't, having the split pin, it holds the paper and it also makes sure that it's not going to fall away. So I'm just going to take that in and again just hold it just for a second and roll it. So we've now got it to that sort of shape. And now I'm going to put this little one in over the top of this because I want this to be, can you see how pretty that is now? Just need to just glue that down a bit. Okay, so, and I just fancy having this one in there as well. because that would just give another level. Once you start, you will find that it's quite addictive. And the shapes of the beads are down to your own imagination, because you can really go to town on the sizes and the shapes that you make. So this one, I'm just going to take this, which will give it another little bit of roundness in on the center. And I'm just keeping rolling it. And this is where having that little split pin, it's really, I find it very useful. And it's not too hard on your hands. Okay, so if I've got this and I go, just need to have, can you see on here, it's a little bit loose. You can just tighten it up a little bit as you go. So I'm just going to take it like that. You don't want it overly tight. And then I'm going to leave a little piece like this. And then I'm going to do this on here. Little bit of the super thick, and then I can just roll that in like that, and then we can just do that on there. Okay, so that then gives us a really nice looking bead. So I'm going to take it off of here now. So you just need to be a little bit gentle when you get to the end piece. But you then have, you can get rid of that one. And I think these ones, these are the ones that I've just been doing. I'm going to put this in here, and I can then just open it up nicely like that. Now, because it's a really nice colour anyway, I can just give a little bit of glue straight away on there. Now, if I wanted to make it, I think I want to make a little bit of sparkle on there. I'm going to, you can see I've used this quite a bit. I'm going to take a little bit of this, and I'm literally just using what's on the lid. All of our stuff, it just goes such a long way. So I don't need too much. I'm just going to put some in like that. And this will be more than enough to do it. And then I'm just going to get a little bit of, and this is the golden halo, because it's got that gorgeous, gorgeous sparkle. I'm just going to literally just put the brush in there to get some in. And then all I'm going to do is to mix that in to the super thick, slap it on, and then it gives it, let's just put this lid on because I don't want to spill it. I've put N on there because it's new, and then I don't get it mixed up with my other ones. Right, let's just take that off. Got it a bit mixed up, didn't I? It's not the greatest of the brushes. Right, so then all I'm going to do is I'm going to just give this a coat of this, which will just give it the sparkle. And you can see how far it goes. This is the thing I really like, because I'm somebody who, I like using products, but I hate it when you use something and you use it once and then it's all gone. These products are so highly pigmented and have so much mica, glue, everything. You know, you get great big huge pots. They last such a long time, they really do. So I'm using every little scrap of this and I'm just building it up. Now, I should have probably done it one layer at a time, but I'm just trying to show you that if you just do this, now it looks slightly cloudy, it will dry clear. And I'm just putting it along there as well. Now, once this is dried, you can add And I will show you, I'm just going to put that on there. I just move it a little bit so I make sure I haven't got the glue, and I just put it on there. And I need to put this in water fairly quickly, and I'm going to put the lid on there. Okay, so then we can have a little bit of a talk. So I'm just going to put that in my water in there, and I will clean that off in a minute. So any pieces of paper and scraps of paper that you've got over, and so for example this one you can see has got some of, whoops, some hair on there, has got some of this on, and this was just literally a roll. So a piece that was 1 inch just cut in one strip, rolled. Then a smaller strip, a bit like that, rolls in on the centre. And then if you look, there's a tiny weeny little piece. So you know when you're cutting your papers and you always end up having a little bit over, and you have little strips. Now I use little strips for all sorts of, I mean, look, I'm just looking and seeing, I've got bits of strips everywhere, because I always cut things to size, and there's always a little bit. Don't waste it anymore, because you can then do, I mean, this one, I just took a piece that was, I think it was about 2 inches. So 2 inches, and rolled it as a barrel. So like that one, which is the barrel. And then I did one of these on that side to give some height. One of these on that side, one of those on that side. So that gave it a bit of height from the barrel, which is there. And then I did another one in the centre, and just did that 3 strips like we did on this one, but that comes there, as you can see, and that gives you the centre. So, you know, again, you can put a tassel on the bottom of it, have that for your journal. I've done these, I did these with some of the Golden Halo. And I also did it just with some little other embellishments and bits and pieces on there, and just put it on some elastic, so that makes a little bracelet. And then the first ones I just did a whole pile, and I made a very big, long necklace that can just go around your head. These were the first ones I did, so I didn't use any paper that I wanted. And you can see, so for example, if I look at this one, can you see how this one has got a funny sort of triangular shape to it? That's because I didn't get the paper in the centre. And as I pulled it off, I pulled it and I got a stretch. But to be quite honest, once you've actually put it onto something big, it doesn't matter. This one I think is lovely. I might actually do it as a necklace. This piece in the centre, not sure about the other pieces, but again, you know, I could take those off. I quite like that one. You see, that's nice, isn't it? That together. Put another one of those on the other side. Put a little leather tie on there, and have it as a necklace in the summer. Be absolutely beautiful. And because it's got the super thick slap it on, it's really strong, and you can wear it, you know, during the summer or going out. Yeah, I think it's a great idea. And it's not a new idea, but it's just something, because we have lovely papers, we have great glues, and we have the most amazing different coloured mediums and sparkles and things. It just lends perfectly to something like this. So I hope you enjoyed it. As always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.